the Bulldozer Matt Tremont, the 8-time Deathmatch Tournament winner, the former 2-time world champion, the owner of H2O Wrestling. And if there is one podcast to listen to, that is the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get ultraviolet, motherfuckers.
And good evening once again, fans. You're listening to the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. They're more than welcome to come on too anytime they want to come on.
Oh man, those girls pop good like this.
Alright. It's a budget thing. Let's see what he's up to.
Thank you, man, and thank you for giving me the time.
Tune in right now. And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. My guest at this time, independent pro wrestler, the Ewokk.
What's good, man? I like that intro. That intro was real fly, man. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty, my friends in Florida who helped me do some of that, which is pretty cool. So shout out to them at Podcast City Network. My two guys in Daytona Beach, actually. They live right in Daytona
Beach.
Beach.
I drove through there when I was on tour once. It was hella fun.
Yeah, it's nice there too. I mean, I was there vacation one time. It's crazy. It's just fun. It's just a nice place to visit. But anyway, what's going on with you?
Not much, man. I just got off of work. The regular 9 to 5. If I ain't wrestling or rapping or doing something, just podding now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's really going on. Had training yesterday. Had lacrosse practice Tuesday. I'm a very busy person, man. I'm like super busy all the time. Always gotta stay busy.
You gotta this day and age. It's like we just have to. It's like going to a show. You want to sit in the audience. Or you want to. I want to be there watching you. Come on. Like day by day. But I'm a garbage man by day, so.
Oh,
I get my workout 24/7 out in the truck, lifting couches.
Plus, that's a money-making job, bro. That's a money-making job right there.
19 years in, man. 19 years in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But as a laborer, it's all good. All good. But anyway, man, let's talk wrestling, man. Or wrestling. We could talk rap because I know you're into the music. You make some tracks and it's pretty lit. I enjoyed them actually.
Oh, thank you.
So you ever want to drop a track for me sometime? I like to switch it up.
Hey, let me know. I got you heavy.
That'd be kind of cool.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Mm-hmm. But man, Chicagoland wrestling, what got you into them?
Like wrestling. I started wrestling like I would say almost like 15 years ago, but I quit. I was a rookie for like 6 months, 9 months. It really didn't pan out how I wanted to pan out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're a young 18-year-old kid, you have your delusions. You know what I mean? And I just didn't have the attitude for pro wrestling, so I just ended up just quitting and going to lacrosse, and took me till I was like 30 to think about wrestling again. Started wrestling at a Wrestle League for about 2 years. Fell in love with it again. And I just met John Bullard and I think my second outside booking out of training. And he was at a show. And like from there he asked me to be on the Chicagoland Wrestling.
Yeah, it seems like you guys, you have a good size roster too as well, and it's pretty awesome. And I like the guys, and you get new guys also, younger guys, new guys.
Yeah, and it's just like all right, cool. You got the best of the best in the Midwest there, and then you got like the best up and comers there, and then like it's all mixed in one. So it's just like it's an honor to be a part of that roster, you know what I mean? So it's I can't wait till it cracks on October 3rd.
Yeah, October 3rd, man. It's go time for you guys, and I'm proud. You know,
especially when like a lot of people haven't been wrestling. A lot of people haven't been, active. You know what I mean? Like this might be their first time getting out the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like it's October 3rd is like a super, super important day for a lot of wrestlers. Like I've already wrestled a couple matches. I filmed a couple matches, but like not like my opponent probably this might be his first match, and it's not going to be easy for him. I'll tell you that much. I've been training and just going crazy in training. So he's got a lot going. He's got a lot he's got to do to beat me. You know what I'm saying?
As they always say, as the old Ric Flair saying, right? To be the man, you got to beat the man, right?
You most definitely gotta try. Gotta at least try.
You got to try. Every dog has its fight, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, there's so many terms you could go by these days.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, who are your favorites? What got you into watching wrestling? Like just sitting on a couch with the old man and grandma and grandpa and going to shows with
my great grandmother. I didn't like wrestling when I was like a little kid, like a little kid. Yeah. I didn't like it. I was like, whatever. I don't want to watch wrestling with grandma. You know what I mean? And I don't know what happened. I was just like at my friend's house at a sleepover, and NWA, like it was like NWO. It was like when NWO had like a billion people, like it was like X-Pac, and they jumped Macho Man Randy Savage.
Right.
And I was like, yo, what is this? And like I fell in love with it from there. Like from there, I was like watching Nitro Weekly, and then I was flipping the channels. I don't know what's going on, but I was flipping the channels, and I see Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. And like, so basically I started watching wrestling, like getting into wrestling like heavy right when the nitty gritty of professional wrestling was going on, when it was starting. So like my favorite wrestlers, obviously Ric Flair, Taz is legit one of my favorites. And like I was a big fan of Sabu too. Like it was just crazy.
The
Like
homicidal Sabu, gotta love him,
bro. Like Sabu, and then like
yeah.
as a wrestler, I've grown into favorites, like people that I didn't realize as like a wrestler. Just like, hey, I'm gonna watch this match. Stan Hansen. That is like, as a wrestler, that is like my number one like favorite wrestler as a wrestler. But as a fan, it was those three that I mentioned before. But like as a wrestler, is most definitely him.
Yeah, but then you look back and like and people really don't like talk about it. Like, yeah, Paul Orndorff was a great wrestler, man. Like people don't talk about these people, like.
Yeah. And like I gravitate more towards the old school style. I gravitate more towards the old school wrestlers.
Tony Atlas. Okay, there you go.
Stuff like that, man. Bad News Brown.
Yeah, Bad News Brown. Coco B.
Yeah, bro. It's like I gravitate towards that style. So it's just like when I do get
of course, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Everybody. That's, you cannot beat the drag.
Yeah, like he was very flashy. Just straight up classics with Ric Flair. It was like had a billion matches with Ric Flair, so it's like all that. Is like I said, I gravitate towards that, and when I wrestle like people that are more like catered to the modern style with the flips and whatever,
the hybrid style, they call it nowadays.
Still, it makes a very dope dynamic, like in a match. It's like, all right, cool. Now we have a class of styles instead of, all right, flip guy versus flip guy, comedy guy versus comedy guy. It's just like not too many people wrestle that style, and not too many people want to wrestle that style. But like I love it. I love the art of storytelling, like trying to tell a story. Like I love that. I don't like doing move after move after move after move, but I want it to mean something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all that.
Right. Do you remember the first event you went to as a fan?
The first event, it was Monday Night Raw, and I believe You remember the angle where like it was like Kane, Undertaker, and I think their mother or something. They're talking about somebody burnt down a house or something like that. That was like my very first event ever. And like the dark match was Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. So that was that was pretty sick.
And then fast forward, you go to other events as well. You know.
Yeah, like from there, I've been to many hundreds. Like every time they came to Chicago, I was always at Allstate Arena.
Or a TNA Impact, or
I went to, because the lacrosse team that I played for, we played. Our house was the Sears Center, and before like All In and all that stuff, I think Bound for Glory was at the Sears Center, so we got comp tickets, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've never been to a live TNA, but I've done the house shows. Those are fun. I mean, they're fun. You know,
yeah, like TNA, like this was the time when they were like they still had like a little power left. You know what I mean? It was real dope. Samoa Joe was still with them. AJ Styles obviously was still with them, but it was awesome, that show.
Right. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Me and my friend from Daytona, we were talking about classic TNA. Like, we loved it. TNA was awesome when they ran, man. I'll tell you what, they had a good.
I remember ordering like when you had to like order TNA on like in demand pay-per-view. Like I used to order them every single week, bro. Like
I would VHS. I'd buy $1 VHS and keep on recording every single episode of TNA when it came on. You know.
And like I wasn't like I wasn't a juggalo or anything, but like I loved the ICP wrestling. Every time I saw ICP wrestling, it was I was like, oh, okay, like you're never gonna see like a group of rappers wrestling, and like I'm a rapper, you know what I mean? Yeah. I started wrestling, so it's just like it's something that you really don't see every day, you know.
No, you don't. And ICP really, stood out, and they of course, they had their own style wrestling also that came out. The Juggalo Championship Wrestling that came out, and
they're like the DVDs are somewhere in my house. I own all of them.
Yeah,
I actually went to one where it was at the Aragon. It was weird because like the day before, like it was like the show week, so they had a show at the House of Blues, but the Friday they had wrestling at the auditorium basically down the street.
Right.
So it was pretty sick.
That's cool. Yeah, I've never dove into any of those kind of craziness. There's so many things like that nowadays. Yeah. It's like you don't even want to bother. I mean, it's like a Woodstock of wrestling, for the juggalos.
Yeah, pretty much.
But they they have a following, and a lot of my friends are actually, they're wrestlers as well, and they go, they do shows with them, and it's pretty crazy, I mean, one guy I can mention, actually, if you towards that end of my podcast exit or ending of my podcast there, after I it went off the air, it was the guy was actually, that was Madman Pondo.
Oh wow, that's a legend right there.
Yeah, so he was a part of that Juggalo stuff,
Actually, hold on, I got a little book right here.
Dude. Oh, I got that too. I got it.
Like, I like wrestling literature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody check that out. The memoirs of Madman Pondo. You could get it on Amazon. Shout out to John Cosper, the author who helped create the book for him as well.
It's a pretty decent read, man. I'm getting into it. I did I got it at a half price books because I like buying like wrestling stuff, this wrestling DVDs, like just like I'm in love with it right now, man. Like I'm 2 years in. coming back to wrestling.
What are DVDs? I don't even use those. I didn't even buy those no more. I go digitally online and I watch the IWTV.
Bro, you gotta think about it. If your lights go out, what do you got? We're in a generation where everything depends on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So if the lights go out or is some weird outage in the internet, like I got all my DVDs and my VHSs.
like I could, you're right. Like, you know, shout out to the Nick Mondo.
Doing straight up shout outs all day.
Yeah, we'll be all shout out to everybody. Get a plug them all in, you know, because we know he does good work for you know, he's the cameraman. He does a lot of back work, and people don't realize he's good film, you know, in the industry.
Yeah, I do a lot of filming too. I film, edit, whoever needs help in wrestling. Like, if we're in the same company, we got to help each other. Like that's another thing of mine. Like I'm down to help you, bro. Like if you need to shoot promos, you need somebody to edit, I'm down for it. It's like there is no me just being a wrestler, because a lot of people could, like, their dream of being a wrestler might not happen. So you have to, all right, cool, might have to be a referee. I did the Black Wrestlers Matter show. I was a commentator. I wrestled in the Battle Royal, but I was a commentator. So it's just like, if you say you love this, you got to accept what is thrown at you in this business. And like, who knows, 10 years from now, like, I might not even be a wrestler. I might be a referee. But as long as I'm in the big leagues, hey, I made it there, and it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not the guy who carried the ring in for the first time, you know. You know, you pay the dues, you know. That's
and you always paying your dues, man. Like, I don't think paying dues stop at all.
As a fan of wrestling, I pay. You know, I do it for free. I'll help set up a chair, run around. You know.
Yeah, because you're in love with it. Like, you have a podcast that means you're dedicated to this. You're dedicated to the art.
Almost going on 4 now. On 4 now.
That's pretty good, man. Like, this is the art, the sport of professional wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people's lives, man.
I'll tell you what, man. The stories that people tell, and it's what you get out of a person is great. I mean, if you look at my go back at my archives, I've had PCO.
Oh,
I've had Rory McAllister of the Highlanders. I've had David Schultz, Dr. D. David Schultz.
Damn.
I've had Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Of course, he's always on Facebook Live every week with his stuff that he does.
Got the hitters. You got the hitters on there.
I got a lot, and females too as well.
Hell yeah.
You know.
What is like the craziest like podcast you've ever had? Like, somebody like showed up like hella drunk, or like they had a party going on.
No, I really never encountered like a craziness, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, the first time I remember going, well, I had to fail. Of course, I was at a sponsor show I did, and actually, it was sucky because the internet kicked out on me, you know, at the building.
Yeah.
And I was interviewing Serpentine from AEW. You know?
Snap.
Yeah.
Oh, did that happen, or like did it like
it froze up? Yeah, it froze up. Like, you know, everybody. I had like Penelope Ford. I had Brian Cage. I had.
Man, you got the main roster right there.
Yeah, Ace Austin from TNA. But yeah, actually, I'll be seeing Brian Cage and Ace Austin October 3rd as well I'm going to be a sponsor as well for Pro Wrestling After Dark presents Val's for Pals. Kid, we're helping raise funds for disabled child, a kid in a wheelchair. He loves wrestling. Loves wrestling.
That's dope.
He doesn't talk.
But he loves it though. He's still got reactions, man. That's awesome. That's like pro wrestling is it's a medicine game, bro. Like it if you got a bad day, you turn on wrestling, you love wrestling, like it'll change your life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it'll wrestling will take bad energy out of something, you know what I mean? Like and feed it positive energy, no matter what it is. Like wrestling is a sea of emotions, bro. Like it's for everybody, man.
It's gonna be a great night out. We're gonna be outside at a first aid building.
Hell yeah.
Cape May, New Jersey. So yeah, take a little trip. Along with a couple other podcasters as well. We're all in it together. So it's gonna be nice. Might bring my whole setup. I don't know. I'm thinking about trying to test my iPad with my program to see if that'll
do that, because like you might get some classic podcasting going. You know what I'm saying? You're like, no telling what might go down.
You never know. I mean, I've had rumbles on guys fighting behind me, you know what I mean? Like in chaos. But no, it's great. It's gonna be a great night. A lot of wrestlers. Oh, Tracy Smothers will be signing autographs that night as well.
Yeah, another ECW legend.
And Guido.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, snap.
And Fire. Tommy Wildfire.
Oh, that's dope.
It is. ECW, man. It's just really looking back at the who have you encountered, or who I've it's amazing. Like over the years, and became friends with like I became close friends with the Candido family. Ooh. Johnny Chris Candido.
Oh wow.
Balls Mahoney.
Bro, well. Like the most devastating move I've ever seen was when Chris Candido does the flip power bomb off the top rope. That's like, you never see nobody really do that. Like it's so like devastating.
Yeah. But you look on the news and you see his ex-wife still in DUIs.
No, that sucks, man. It is what it is.
She's got problems. Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't get out that
bottle. You know what? She was after his money. She was after his money for years and years. That's what that, we knew something was going on. Yeah. Behind the scenes stories,
Yeah, that's why I'm single, bro. That's why I'm single.
Does it look like I got rings on my finger? No.
You don't need it, bro. You don't need it.
I got nieces and nephews. I love them to death. All right.
No, you're good. Yeah.
No cats, no dogs.
No nothing.
Yeah. Just a podcast and wrestling. Just feed off of. No, support us now. We'll plug later. All right. But yeah. You have any questions for me? I like randomness. Like, yeah.
Oh, bro. You were a wrestler at one point in time, right?
Yeah, I wrestled Bone Crusher McGraw in 1953.
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
No, I didn't wrestle. I never wanted to. Never wanted to get. I just want fan of wrestling, man. Since I was
just a fan,
a fan since I was 9. I could tell my backstory. I always tell everybody. 9 years old, growing up, Jersey was popular for wrestling. New Jersey was a popular state for professional wrestling. Back in the like the 90s, like 80s and 90s. Yeah. I mean, my first encounter with seeing wrestling was NWF wrestling came around, and Bruiser Brody was inside a cage.
Oh Jesus! And you got Brody
with Dr. D. David Schultz was there as well.
Oh,
so
man.
I got to see, Abdullah as well, but I left because it was a school night. Boo! Fantastic.
I got a question. So being from Jersey, ECW is at his peak, at his prime. Were you always like how rowdy was it? Like if you ever went to an ECW event?
I never got a chance to go to ECW. I had friends who would always say, "Come on, let me go," but I never been to it live. Tons of DVDs, of course, through friends. And actually, I'll tell you the story how I actually got involved with ECW. Actually, I worked at a dollar store
Oh shit.
And this guy comes walking in, and it's a wrestler. It's Balls Mahoney from ECW. I didn't know who it was, you know. So he signed a piece of paper for me. Hey, kid, you gotta see me wrestle sometime. I'm like, yeah, and I know. I would love to see some ECW because I hear, I really didn't know, but then I looked it up and holy shit, this stuff's awesome. Yeah.
And like that like ECW like in Chicago. So like,
but I actually, oh no, you know what? I did get a chance to see it. One Night Stand 2 in New York City at the Hammerstein Ballroom. I was sixth row ringside behind Joey Styles on commentary.
ooh, that's fly. I like, well, but how was that vibe though? That because that
was the vibe was hot because it was the WWE, it was the extreme, when the riot happened with Cena and RVD.
That's the one, yeah, RVD won, right? Oh, bro, that like I legit called off of work to watch that. And like ECW.
I'll never forget. I actually started a Nacho Libre chant when the FBI came out to the ring. When the FBI was facing Super Crazy and Tajiri. So I got a cheap plug for WWE there for the Nacho Libre.
Hey, you part of history, man.
I'm always a part of history. I've been in movie. I've been in The Wrestler.
Oh, that's dope. That's fly. That's like super fly, dude. Like, did you get to meet like Mickey Rourke?
I wish I did. I was outside having a cigarette and he was right there.
Like,
but I was in the second row ringside, by the entranceway.
That's dope. Like that movie, like obviously he had to train to do it, but like I think he had a couple matches too, like actual, like he had a.
But if you look at the bleachers where he sat, is where I was sitting originally as a fan.
Oh,
at
wow.
that building for Jersey All Pro Wrestling. Made its name known, man. And
bro,
I'll never forget my experience being there. It was a 7th year anniversary show, and Jay Lethal was up there, and a guy named Azrael, real good wrestler as well. And they were facing no holds, no DQ, and they're up on the bleachers. And his dad, Jay Lethal's dad, turns around and slaps Azrael down the staircase. It was great. And I'm right there behind his dad. Just you can see him on footage. It's like, holy shit.
Funny thing about Jersey All Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
My first so when I was younger, I was like looking on the internet and whatever. I was like, I saw this match, Jay Lethal versus Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
And that like put me and then I was like, man, I like Jay Lethal. And then I got into ROH because of Jay Lethal.
Yes.
Like all this different, like it is like that one match from Jersey All Pro started me like liking independent wrestling.
And my other friend Danny DeMonto wrestled Kenny as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the roster that Jersey All Pro had it, and they still, if you look back on the history, and they've had everybody, even Rob Van Dam. Like you just look back and like, wow, all these guys came through the door. Sabu and
Homicide. I think Homicide's Jersey All Pro, right?
He is. He's Homicide, Dogbound. Yeah. Low key, the real deal. Just like the real best, the stories came out. The story, of course, the heavy hitters, Monster Mac and Steve Mac, which Dan Moff, excuse me. Now shout out to him. He's on Ring of Honor, kicking ass.
Like I feel like the East Coast, man, you guys got some.
We got a lot. We got wrestling.
And they're still producing. Like the East Coast is still producing like good wrestling, and like, oh my god, bro, like I might have to come up there and live for a little bit. Go to Jersey, go to Monster Factory or something.
Or come to H2O, Hardcore Hustle organization run by the Bulldozer Run by that guy that was on my podcast at the beginning of
Yeah,
he's actually having his farewell tour in a couple. He's doing a farewell. He's retiring, but he's still going to keep active with the company. He's going to still run shows in the warehouse.
That's good.
So he has one more dance, October 30th and 31st, 2 final matches. So yeah.
Hey, salute to him, man.
And actually, we're actually honoring a brand new championship belt that they're designed, and it's in honor of Danny Havoc. So the wrestler Danny Havoc, the Deathmatch Viking, which was CZW history with him, is unbelievable. So God rest his soul. So I know we got banners hung up, and it's just nice. They hang them up in the building. Makes you look like the ECW arena. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe, man. It's gonna be a vibe. Hopefully, everybody enjoys. Everybody stays safe.
Maybe I can Maybe I can talk to my. Well, actually, if you can hang with some girls, can you hang with the girls?
What do you mean? Like
intergender?
Huh?
Intergender?
I've done one intergender match, but like she still like she could hit. She stiff me. Like I have no problem with that. Like it's like I've only wrestled one girl, so like I really, if I gotta wrestle one, I gotta wrestle one. But it's like it's all respect. Like I ain't whatever. It's wrestling. It's still a sport. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
If you're gonna get slammed, you get thrown through something. Hey, whatever happens.
December we just announced for a intergender bonanza number 7. So it's gonna be awesome.
That's dope.
It is. Kylie Ray is our current. Not Kylie. Kylie Ray. I mean Ray Lynn. Excuse me.
I was like Kylie Ray. She was like, man.
Kylie. Yeah. No, she's freelance. She's everywhere. She's
everywhere. And she's a sweetheart. She
is awesome. She is
a very genuine, like dope person. So like shout out to Kylie Ray wherever you at in Chicago.
I know. Yeah, Kylie. I remember. I'll tell you what. I'll never forget the time I actually got to travel to Chicago for a Game Changer Wrestling versus Freelance Underground.
Oh, that was like, I think that was
2006, 17, I believe.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago.
It was at a brewery.
Oh, I know.
And it closed down. The place closed down. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Well, but what an experience that was, though. Upstairs bar, beautiful, just beautiful.
The freelance and freelance underground vibe is unmatched. I feel like in Chicago wrestling, like it is like you have your like freelance. They bring everybody together. So it's just like,
what are you doing in October? You gonna take a trip and check out all the collective shows?
I might.
Freelance is doing their shows.
They doing them in Indiana, I think. I think they're doing them in Indiana, but like
all the companies, like you see Black Label Pro to Shimmer to that's dope. That's good stuff.
That's something that
it's the WrestleMania weekend. Yeah, it's well worth it. Just hang out.
Hang out. Might bring my gear just in case. You know what I'm saying? It's the Ewokk in the stands. Who knows? But like I said, like freelance is very like the vibe when you go to a freelance show is very unmatched because you got people that never really seen wrestling before, like live. Right. And like it was like, hey, let's just get drunk and watch wrestling. And you got actual diehard fans, and then like by the end of the night, everybody's together, just like cheering, having a good time. Like it's very.
I mean, and also the stars that they got. God, my God, they got some good talent. What is his name? Isaiah
Velasquez.
Yeah,
and like it's in a lot of freelance talent is homegrown. Like is like these are the people that they train, and like you got motherfuckers in TNA or not TNA, got them in Impact, got them on AEW, in that's amazing. It's just like now you got like another Chicago bubble, like something that's taken over Chicago, because like before in the 80s 90s it was Windy City Pro, and like now it's like you got freelance taking over, but who's next? You know what I'm saying? Everything has a switch over. Like what? Like who's next? Like what's next? Like how is
Fast forward now. Let's talk AEW. Let's
right?
talk it. Let's talk. What do you do? You like the product? I love it. I like it. Sometimes it's yeah.
I pick and choose what I
Yep.
want to watch
Yes.
with AEW. I like serious wrestling. I love the joke shit. Like the joke wrestling is okay, like whatever. But like for me, wrestling is a competition. Wrestling is a sport. I've played professional lacrosse, so it's just like I need to keep my stuff competitive. Yes, there could be joking involved, but at the same time, I like having integrity for certain things. You know what I mean? So it's like I pick and choose what I watch with AEW. You know what I mean? It's like not saying it's bad. Like what they're doing is bad. Some stuff they're doing is bad. It's just like that's not my cup of tea. So like some of the joke stuff, you know what I mean? But like I'm loving everything that MJF is doing.
Oh, that loser! I can't stand him.
You don't like him?
No.
I like.
I've had my battles with him. I got blocked on Twitter.
Oh damn! For real? Is that bad? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks to my friends. Thanks for my friends to back me up on it and say it was something for me. So,
is he from like your way? Is he from like Jersey?
Yeah, Jersey. He's up north to Jersey somewhere.
Yeah. But like it's just like certain wrestlers, like I love Jericho. Anything Jericho does, I love.
Jericho's phenomenal. What he does, just like he does a great job on his podcast as well. That's these guys have podcasts, and it's cool to hear stories of the other wrestlers as well. From that he brings on from AEW. Actually, it's like he just had Thunder Rosa on.
Oh, I love Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa is awesome as hell.
I'm glad that she got we're glad that she has a spot, like these people like that are special,
and she's like she's really pushing for like women's wrestling, like heavy. It's like, all right, cool, like she's NWA women's champion, and obviously she's doing her best to push women's wrestling forward on some like the serious tip, and like hell yeah, there should be more people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the that's why I'm talking about integrity and being a serious professional. Is just like
that's like the Lufisto. She came and stuck. She came out with and stood up for all the way. When
and it's just like I said, like in integrity over clout for me is just like there's a lot of people that want to copy and paste on what they just saw on AEW. I ain't gonna copy and paste. No, like let somebody have that bag. Like now you got like 1,000 people doing the same move that they saw on AEW. It's not gonna happen for me.
Do you? Let me ask you this: do you have any friends that are on there as well?
I don't actually. I wish I did, but I don't. but like they come in.
I have friends. I have, of course, like Joey Janela. I grew up,
he's from Jersey, right?
Yeah, he's my neck of the woods, my area, shit. Right down the road, Asbury Park.
That's dope.
But
I seen Joey Janela match. I think All In was the first one. That was a pretty good match. I think it was like him and I forgot who he wrestled. But
Cracker Barrel, probably a Cracker Barrel match or something.
Yeah, that was a dope ass match.
But he's 16. Like I always tell everybody, 16 years old. I saw him wrestle for I see the wrestle. Yeah.
He's like in his 30s or 20s or something like that.
Yeah, 30s.
Damn.
Actually, right now he's wrestling this weekend for shout out to Wrestle Pro. They're in Alaska this week at Anchorage, Alaska.
He always wrestling. Like every time I see my Instagram, I'm like, dang, this dude, he's here, he's there.
Yeah, like, Gangrel's there. They got a nice they're bringing a lot of guys in.
I love
I think
Gambit.
Orange Cassidy and Colt Cabana, they're there.
I love Colt.
Colt's great. Colt
Cole
is
is
when his podcast first launched, I was hooked. Like it was like you could you need a good laugh and you need a good story. You listen to him, on his podcast just to
hopefully
tell
Cole
stories.
Cabana listen to this. Shout out to you, Cole Cabana. You know what I'm saying? I see your
Yeah,
billboards all around the city.
yeah.
Almost crashed a couple times looking at you.
Mm.
But I like Cole Cabana is another good one. Like I feel like a lot of Chicago wrestlers, man, like some good people, some real
Mhm.
good people.
Yeah.
They got rid of all the trash wrestlers, all the shitty people.
I mean, and then you look back at Ring of Honor of his days. My God, he had some really good matches. Don't
Bro,
get me wrong.
my favorite like rivalry, Cole Cabana and Homicide.
Mm.
They're like that whole rivalry was them trying to kill each other, and then
Mhm.
the payoff was like awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Bloodbath, but it was awesome.
But now you got guys like Brody Lee who are showing the way of the dark side of the.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
thing that weirds me out with wrestling, like everybody wants to be a dark character, like
Mhm.
everybody, like even like in independence, everybody wants to be dark. Everybody
Mhm.
wants to say Satan worshiper. Like I get it, but
Yeah.
it's like lighten it up a little bit, or do a different spin on it, not like the same thing. You know.
Mm-hmm. It's there's a lot of mixing up these days. It's kind
Because
of
like I feel like if people did more things that like things on themselves, it'd be so many unique people, like
Mhm.
like so many like different unique people. Like, no, not saying that like people aren't unique, but it's just
Let,
like sometimes people are on the same wavelength. Sometimes some people are the same. You know what I mean?
let's get back to talking about AEW stars. Who catches your eye? Who do you like or tag teams?
Ooh, FTR. I like FTR. I like the
Santino and Ortiz.
they're
They are awesome. They're
they're
good.
hilarious. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, they're hilarious. They make it so funny. Is like especially like if you know like
Mhm.
like the way they sell is so hilarious. Like
Yeah,
like,
yeah, but they're
I
good.
love
I mean,
them.
they're good wrestlers. They are awesome. They're cool guys in person.
Like
Yeah,
Sunny Kiss and Joey
Joey
Janela tag team that
Angle.
it's like
It'll go, but it'll die down. Yeah,
it it's it's that odd couple tag team that like that every promotion has, but like I like it. It's
it's
decent.
cool. It is. It's a good concept. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sonny got to wrestle Cody, and that was a good match.
Hell yeah. I met I'm not Cody. I met Sunny Kiss a couple weeks ago at the Black Wrestlers Matter
Mhm.
event. Good. It was
Yeah,
fly.
yeah, yeah.
He did his antics, did his dancing, so it was like everybody got their money's worth.
hmm Yeah, good person. Good person.
Hell yeah.
Great performer.
Hell yeah. Flips. I can't do them flips.
No, no. Sammy Guevara.
Guevara is another one.
Well, he's a crazy vlogger. God, he
Yeah.
can.
But we they got some Brian Pillman Jr. is another one that I really
I
want to.
wish they need to bring it out more. I know.
Yeah, I want to see more of him because like when like his stay at MLW, uh, it was amazing, especially when he's with the Heart Foundation. Like he was good heel, real good heel,
Mhm.
and he was only wrestling. He was only in the business for like 2 years,
Mhm.
and like that's amazing to be
There's
able to.
another. There's another guy. There's another guy I actually had on the podcast.
Oh, Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah.
Oh man, shout out to him.
So we're giving shout outs tonight, fans. So
Oh, man,
people, everybody, listen. Shout out to everybody.
I'm the king of the shout outs, man. Come on now.
Taking a shout out. Shout out. But put it out and bust them out. But whatever. It's like, but you look down. It's like okay. how they had the challenge. Like, who's next? When Cody comes back, is it going to still do that? Is it going to be somebody different?
That was very interesting though to watch because like he gave like mad people opportunities and like he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
And then like him versus Eddie Kingston. Like
yeah,
that was like then he got signed. Like God, like
that was
there's a guy who has been in the bit like he's been in the business. He knows what he's doing. Eddie's a good promo talker. He can talk. He could talk.
yeah.
He could cut good promos. Like to really tell a story too.
And it's just like who knows who next? Maybe 2 years from now, you might see me wrestling Cody. Who knows? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like I like what AEW is doing to give like people opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like
It's like it's like the guy who Joey Janela had brought under his wing. His name's Nasty Leroy.
that's a dope name.
Shout out to Nasty Leroy,
Shout out to you, man.
Nasty Nation. He's actually out of Georgia, and so he is. He actually was in the crowd at a couple. He was like the extra. They used him, and he's contracted. So he's just got to keep cool. Sometimes he goes and does some stupid stuff on Facebook, Instagram Live. But you know what? Hey,
hey, it keeps it dope as long as he ain't doing nothing like real like crazy.
No, he's a good person. He's a great person. He's in Alaska. He's actually in Alaska too this week. Shout out to him.
Shout out to
he's
him.
playing the manager role. Nasty manager role coming to play.
Come on, Nasty. Hit me up, Nasty. You know what I'm saying?
He's a great person. You'll have to watch him. He actually does a lot. If you go back and watch like the what is it? The Nightmare Factory. Nightmare Cody's wrestling. The Nightmare Factory. He wrestles there a lot. He's been doing a lot of training.
Oh yeah.
And he likes to go to Hooters. So he's got his own T-shirt out too, man. He actually has Nasty. You should check it out, Nasty. I'll send you. It's on Pro Wrestling Tees. He's got it. Everybody's got him hooked up. He's got a Thunder Buddies T-shirt. It's great. Yes, but no, people like that, he'll get pushed. Actually, he was at Game Changer Wrestling. Excuse me, he was at Game Changer Wrestling in Backyard Volume 2 over the summer.
I've seen a couple of those. Those are very athletic, and it's very violent. Like I've seen a couple of those Game Changer shows. Those are hard body. I like those.
But they mix it up, and they do have your good wrestling as well.
Oh yeah, from death matches to like this is crazy.
To the superstars they brought in. There's a lot of guys from the Midwest, but hidden gems across the world. They've been everywhere. It's amazing.
So,
and what's really cool is like they're bringing the old. I don't know if you caught the concept where it's called ICW, No Holds Barred.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh man, out of New York, ICW was originally in New York City, in New York and Queens, I think, and actually, like Amazing Red would wrestle there as well. There you go,
another legend.
Yeah, but they brought back the old No Holds Barred, like the movie.
Oh, that's dope.
With chains around the ring. Yeah.
What?
Pit fights. Yeah.
That's dope.
Are you a subscriber to the IWTV network?
I think I am. I might be. Like I subscribe to so much shit. I don't even know what I'm subscribed.
Just type in ICW. You'll have to be like, wow, it's pretty cool. Blood sport. They do a lot of blood sport, and it's just insane.
That's dope.
It is. It's like it's old school. The old feel to the like the movie. It's great. And the characters they get in there, it looks like the parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you have the real matches too as well. They'll throw some real, like Dominic Carini. There you go. There's a good example, like Shoot Fighter. Like really can wrestle as well.
I want to wrestle more of those dudes. Like I like wrestling those guys. Make everything make everything a fight. You know what I mean? I love wrestling those cats.
That's like the brings you back to like the Matt Riddle days, when he was really just Matt Riddle.
Oh yeah,
You
when
know,
Matt Riddle started, bro, he was wrestling like
he
Tabata.
was nonstop on the on the
Oof.
circuit, on the indie scene. Like he was pretty go to, and got signs of that. WWE.
Not the E, man. Like, hey, but so sometimes like
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do. If you got kids, you gotta do stuff for your family. Sometimes like you gotta think about your future family, what's going on in your life. It's like, all right, I'll travel the world, whatever. I'll dig it. But it just is like just for me, just looking at it, people kind of just become unhappy being there. But
Yeah.
it is what
But
it is.
I'll throw another shout out. So we're talking about WWE, new signee NXT, Joe Gacy from the Combat Zone Wrestling.
Oh,
Shout out to
shout
him.
out to Joe. What up, Joe? Shout
King
out,
Joe Gacy.
shout out, Joe.
He's been there for years, and it's time for him to show what's up.
Hey, like for real. It's sometimes the opportunity knocks, man. Like like a lot of people grow up watching this stuff. It's like, all right, cool. You can be on USA. You
Be
can
on
be on
USA, being the extra,
Fox.
being the extra on WWE Raw. Come on,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
he played the
like
cop part. They play the cop parts. They get the they get
you know,
the
man, like if I broke up with somebody or somebody broke up with me and I'm on TV the next day, I'm throwing that all in their face. Like, that's how it is.
Yeah, but you see a lot of our friends these days. They are the extras. There they are.
But it's good. It's exposure, man.
It really is. I mean, I'll never forget the time I was watching it and I saw Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams played it. Planet Williams. Aaron Williams, man,
Yeah.
from Rockstar Pro. Like, played security guard or played a nurse's aide when Kevin Owens was in the cage. Like,
Yeah.
just
And it's crazy because like there's WWE has like this show like, well, whatever. It's like you see all these people that were like extras and like they're like WWE champions now. You know what I mean? Like Finn Balor and all that stuff.
or the party people, right? Or like
Yeah.
the party people
Yeah.
as well. When they throw like the party with like the rosebuds and
Yeah.
and that or all that
They used
crazy.
to be a rosebud. Now they're the biggest thing ever. Like
Yeah.
like I said earlier, like you don't know. You have no idea what the plan is for you. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like
Yeah.
you could be like I might be a like I said, I might be a commentator, I might be a ref, but I'm gonna hopefully I might be the best ref there is. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like I don't know.
Not only does he rap, but he refs as well.
Yeah. I, like for real. Like if you're trying to book your boy, I do commentary, I rap, I wrestle. Like if you want me to make some popcorn and some hot dogs, I'll make some popcorn and some hot dogs. I fly out there. You know what I mean? I don't care, man. As long as it's a show and I'm getting paid at the end, we're all good.
Yeah, it's all about the Benjamins.
You know what I mean?
It's not about,
Like
but you know what? Sometimes it's not for the money. It's for the love of the sport as well.
oh yeah, most definitely, man. Like I'm a servant of wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, well, whatever is asked of me, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm not.
Somebody just had a podcast, or somebody said, you know what, the wrestlers, it's all about the money and the fame. It's not real. You think about it, really. Yeah.
Like hip hop, the like coming up in the hip hop scene, being in the hip hop scene, bro. It's just like it. I think it kind of trained me a little bit. It's like, all right, cool. Like I deal with sometimes not getting paid, traveling, not getting paid, just like sometimes egos you have to deal with. Sometimes it's just like you obviously perform in front of a crowd. So it's just like hip hop, being in hip hop scene.
Yeah, let's talk.
Very fun.
Let's talk to rap now. We can see this is pretty cool. Now we can like break it up. I like this. We'll break it up now. Talk about rap and stuff. I was figuring we would talk like that. Get that in our conversation. See, I was like, like who are your influences? I mean, there's so many guys. Like,
Outcast, like you got no Outcast. Outcast is one of them. I was a huge AZ fan, and then I was a huge Biggie Smalls fan.
ooh,
When I was
nice.
a kid, though.
Yeah. I've dabbled. When all the rap you name it, I probably listened to like Redman.
Oh, Redman.
Deep set, Mod Deep, man. I love Mod Deep.
Mobb Deep, grimy, like Mobb Deep, Kings of Grimy style, boy.
That bass song, man. Oh, it's the Quiet Storm song. Holy cow, that used to be the jam. I Wu-Tang Clan, of course.
Yeah.
The root, yeah, the Roots.
The Roots.
The root. There's oh, gosh, who else? Tribe Called Quest.
Funny thing about Tribe Called Quest, like I think they got like screwed over by their like record label, like they had like a bad like record deal, and it was crazy. Like the story of them is like kind of sad, but at the same time they're all legends though. Like they're still making their money though, like now.
Classics. I even still Run DMC. Gotta love them. Gotta. WrestleMania moment. Remember that? I was there for that. I was there for real. I was up in the nosebleeds for that. I tell everybody the story how I was 5 years old with my dad. Got tickets for WrestleMania. He brought me to WrestleMania 5. I'm sitting up in the nosebleeds, 5 rows next to us, Jesse the Body and Gorilla on commentary.
Oh, that's dope.
Looking down at the ring, hearing the thump of the ring with the microphone. My gosh, way down. And to think that Run DMC played,
That's dope.
Yeah.
You got 2-1, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2-1.
201. Do I still got it? I always have to break it out and show everybody. WrestleMania ticket, motherfucker. Here you go. Still got it.
Oh shit. Who signed it?
I actually had Marty Jannetty sign it because I saw him at a local show by me. So I was like, you know what? He lost his match, even though the Rockers were a cool tag team, and I.
Hell yeah.
Little vintage there. I wonder how much I paid. God, I'm curious. God, I am curious. $50.
Damn.
$50 for a nose bleacher seat.
Bro, like a nosebleed seat now for WrestleMania has got to be like $7,000.
Wait a minute. Actually, I'm reading it right now. For balcony. Oh, balcony. 4 balcony, C14. C1. I'm gonna have to go back on and Google all that. Oh shit. But yeah, smack in the middle, way up top. How's that? I still to this day, I wish I could, I'm trying to, and if anybody out there is listening, shout another blog, looking for WrestleMania t-shirt, please, from 5. That's a very hard to come item. Yeah, I like collecting.
I've been trying to dabble in collectibles, but I can never like I don't know. I end up opening packages, and like my old roommates used to collect like horror memorabilia, like toys, and they never opened the packages. I'm like, bro, like I like hanging that up. You know what I mean? Like I gotta take it up the package, bro. Like playing with it like a kid.
Yeah, I still haven't. You know what? I still haven't gotten those figures yet from AEW. I gotta go out to the store and get those.
Oh, did you like pre-order them, or you just like Just
I'm
gonna
just
go
gonna,
out and get some.
just go to the Target or wherever and just get them, you know, or call some people, make some calls, you know, because I want to get that ring, set it up just to have it, you know.
That's dope.
I love collecting stuff, man. I like just you know, you don't need it all. Don't need every single title belt, and I'm not into those. There's a lot of people that are collectors of those belts. Those are money,
Like
money.
I only got like
Yeah.
there was two belts that I always wanted like in my life was a big gold and Ric Flair signed it, and I got the Taz ECW belt. That's it. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need in my life.
But if I do get a belt made up, of course it's going to be Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast. I think that should be that's be real sharp, just to show off. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, no, I autographs. Yeah, tons of those. Of course, everybody has those. Yeah, like t-shirts, more t-shirts, and more t-shirts. Yeah. It's like DVDs. How many DVDs? No, I stopped collecting them. I want go digital. You know.
But who knows? Those DVDs might be worth something, man, in like 20 years.
Yeah, yeah, probably movies that I would probably was friends or in or somebody was in. That's an extra. Yeah. Speaking of like movies, like wrestling wise, have you seen the documentary David Arquette movie?
Yes, I have. Like
Ooh.
I seen it. Like I got it. I didn't say I got it, but like I
You
seen
watched
it.
that on Amazon? Yeah, I watched it. I watched that early. Yeah, I got it through Amazon or wherever it was, and
Yeah.
really, it was cool. I thought
It
it
was
was really.
cool, but like at the same time, like I felt like sad. like I was like, man, like wrestling people didn't accept him, and like he could have been like
Mhm.
amongst like Brad Pitt and all these dudes. He was like in a cover, like, and he had like a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like I
It
was
was
like,
like the wrestler. I know. It was just like the wrestler. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, this is nuts, dude. Like,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I was like, yo, I kind of want to wrestle David Arquette now. Like, that's dope.
So David, if you're listening,
David Arquette, shout out to you, man.
if you the Ewokk wants to wrestle you one on one,
come on, man. Documentary number 2. Let's go. Documentary.
make that fame.
You know, I got wrestle the WWF WCW champion. You know what I'm saying?
WCW, yeah, yeah. Booker T comes out to the ring with him, every time. He's a good Booker. I'll tell you what, Booker. There's another guy who's really, d- done a lot, and his brother's still on the air. His brother, or there's he's still doing. He's podcasting on Facebook Live every night. I need to reach out to him. I think I need to get in contact.
I've heard his podcast like
Yeah.
twice. It's like I feel like it's hilarious. Like I'm like, all right, I could get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I listen to everybody's wrestling podcast. Like the wrestling podcasts are taking off. It's like everybody has like obviously everybody has their own styles and opinions, and like some of them you're like, all right, cool, no, and then there's some of them like, oh, okay, cool, I could really get into it.
I mean, but the serious ones we know are the Steve Austins, Jericho, and and others as well.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Of course, Booker T has one as well.
Has a really dope one. I listen a lot to Jim Cornette too. Cornette podcast, like as a wrestler, sometimes it's like, all right, cool. Now I want to look like when he reviews these matches and stuff, like it's hilarious, but at the same time, it's like, all right, cool. Like I'm gonna look back at this match.
Who has a good podcast, and I totally forget about it, and I need to start listening to it again.
Who?
Mike Quackenbush of Kachira.
Yeah. Because he had a little YouTube show too, like things not to do in the business or things to do in the business or something before you make it.
Yeah.
Like
there's something to listen. So fans, there's something to check out. That's
like
cool.
That's a real.
Because he talks about their ins and outs, and gives you a lesson. That's pretty cool.
Like I need like I like people like that, especially like people that are willing to help. You know what I mean? It's like he didn't have to put his time into trying to help the masses, but how many people are listening to that? How many people are watching that? You know what I mean?
And speaking of like that wrestling, Kachara actually brought a lot of stars as well.
Yeah.
Independent stars.
I think Orange
Not,
Cassidy.
not for all the comedy and all the masks and all. As well.
I think the Eddie Kingston was there too, right? At one point in time.
Eddie Kingston, Larry Sweeney, Claudio Castagnoli, Chris Hero, Cole Cabana, of course, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
And the late Larry Sweeney, man. I miss that guy. What a great wrestler. He was a comedy, but he could wrestle. Ring of Honor. He had a different side to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was, I remember he was like the manager role of Bobby Dempsey. That kid, Bobby Dempsey, that guy, that big fat kid that would never, would be the ring crew guy. And he just would push him to get, in shape and wrestle. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's amazing. With Truth Martinez as well. The Truth, Truth Martinez, I think his name is. Now he does seminars and stuff. Man, I'll tell you, there's so much good stuff, man. Really is. But you know what? Let's go home. Let's stay home. Let's go home. Call it a night. I'm
Yes,
ready
sir.
to plug away anything you want to plug away. Ewokk.
I'm plugging my music. Check out the Ewokk with 2Ks. It's on all platforms. It's on Apple Music, Spotify.
Oh, that's it. Boom. There you go. Boom.
Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. Right here.
Follow down below.
Right. There's this all my social media. Ladies, if you think I'm looking real fly, hit one of those up. Check out Chicagoland Pro Wrestling Championship Wrestling, Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, October 3rd. I'm going against Zeke Kickham, and I'm defending my title, my Urban Honored Crown title. Shout out to Wrestle League. Shout out to Kaiju Attack Pro Wrestling. Shout out to Rocket Pro. Shout out to IPW. If I didn't mention, I'm sorry. I'll probably, repost it and shout out to you, but it's all good. Shout out to this podcast. Shout out to everybody, trying to live their dreams. Shout out to all the wrestlers.
Let's do this again. I love that.
Yes, sir, man. I had fun, man. It didn't even seem like an hour 7.
It didn't. It could go we could do for hours and hours.
Yes, sir. They like maybe we go a little bit more in depth into certain things, but it is what it is. But like I had fun, like speeding after work to
yes, no rush. Like I said, no need for speed from the movie. No need for speed. But
it's all good. I made it. I had a good time. Just talking, man. Talk about wrestling. Talk about just
the way it's
loving this.
What we love. Wrestling and support of wrestling.
Hell yeah,
that's what I always say. Hashtags support wrestling or indie wrestling.
Yes, I told you we're gonna pod. We're gonna pod our ass off today. We did, man. Like I had fun.
I'd like to have you come back on. Maybe you can break out a beat and bring me something. My podcast.
I got my mic right here. Let's go.
Let's get it. But yeah, put something down. Maybe fans be like, all right. But let's call it a night. It's Friday night already. Does it seem like it's Friday night? Like
it seems like Wednesday.
It does. It does. But thank you for coming on, and
thank you for having me, man.
And fans, you know what? He's got merch. Oh,
I got a bunch of merch. But like
I know.
Like there's people, but like you're from New Jersey, so like you guys probably don't like Chicago Bears, but it's an Ewokk. It's an Ewokk with the Chicago Bear logo. But I actually have a New York logo. is EW, and it looks like the New York Yankees logo.
Oh, cool.
So it's hold on.
You see if you find it. This is. I got these right now. I got this for summertime. Still.
Boom, there it is right there.
I'll send you one of these. I'll send you a little package.
Hell yeah, thank you, sir. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So if you're a Yankee fan, I still got
that's pretty sharp. That came out good. Yeah, that's
still got these bad boys.
Yeah.
You know, is just hit up the links right along here, and just contact me if you want a shirt, you want a hat, and just down to talk. I'm down for it, man. So again, thank you for having me.
We'll do a swappage. How's that? I like it.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's just swap information, and I'll send you some shirts, some hats. You know, I got you.
I don't have
hand sanitizer.
What?
Yeah, I got I'm getting I'm getting like hand sanitizer, but it's got my like little face on it and shit.
Oh, taking it to good. You're taking it to a better level than Effie. Okay, good. Because now he has clone and
I'll be seeing you, Effie, man. I'll see you out here.
Yeah. Shout out to Effie. He's a great wrestler as well. So if you listen to Effie, hello Effie. Yeah. But Ewokk, have a good night, my friend. And talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.
That's it. What do I got tomorrow night? Who do I have? Oh, I got a guy coming on a podcast tomorrow night. His name's C-Red.
I love C-Red. C-Red is legit a Chicago legend. So like if you've seen this, like you must stay awake for the C-Red, man. Like C-Red is like a hilarious as fuck. He has a lot of knowledge in the business, and he loves what he's doing at all times. So shout out to C-Red.
Yeah. I gotta get some more other people on. If you know anybody, let me know, man. I love.
Yes, sir.
Like I told John, hit me up with everybody. It looks like he's gave me a couple guys, but Marshall. I got to reach out to him too. There's so many other people as well.
Hell yeah.
You know, I just reached out to John. I'm like, let me get some of these guys on my podcast. I like to see what you're all about, and then you know what? You become friends, and that's it. It's all about branching.
That's how the networking,
right? As they always say, networking, branching out, and you know. But this is your platform. You know, this is your. I'm not charging you for airtime. All right, this is just our data. This is it. Just our internet with a little program I purchase, and hey, you know, I never knew about internet streaming. You know, what's streaming, right? Like, what is like now? It's all Twitch and this and that. But I like it. It's easy. It's easy. Okay. But have a great night.
You too.
All right. Peace.
Deuces.
Out. We outie. Good night. Yep. Shut this off. Do this. Oh, I got a lot of comments here. Ooh, we did not. Ooh, that's a bad podcasters. Ooh. Didn't pay attention to our comments. But anyway, next time we pay attention to the screen comments.
What are comments at?
There's only 2 comments. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, John and some other guy, John Perry. I don't know who he is. Some other people. Shout out to them for listening to tonight. Have a good night, everyone. No, that's my background. What the hell? What did I do here? What did I do? Not here.
You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: deathmatchrussell.com, follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32, and on Facebook, facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Instagram at DavidNJ36. Hey, wrestling fans, I want to mention Collar and Elbow. Collar and Elbow was founded on traditional values of professional wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product intended to connect with people on an emotional level, a symbiotic relationship where one cannot flourish without the other. We strive to create a product that embodies our passion for professional wrestling expressed through street fashion. Visit collarandelbowbrand.com and use the promo code code Deathmatch Podcast and save 10% off when you make a purchase. Collar and Elbow, where wrestling passion meets street fashion. Me on Podcast City Network at podcastcity.net, facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share. And on Twitter at Podcast City Net. You can hear Deathmatch Russell Podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes.